I will not get into the detail of each, but you can just take a look at the content. Maybe you know this knowledge of the business. It's very important in order to be a leader within your organization. And delivery of HR practices, you need to have an most updated knowledge on what is happening in the HR professional societies. And by reading, in order to keep up with the trend, you need to study academic magazine, industrial magazine, etc. That's what is required. And I'll tell you one example. When I got promoted to deputy manager in Toshiba, I went through a training called Fundamentals of Management. And Toshiba has a big training facility, like which can occupy around 1,000 trainees. And what happened then was they introduced some HR concept as if very present, very current system. But actually, by the way, I got promoted to deputy manager in 1991. At that time, they were teaching HR concept of 60s or early 70s, and they taught them as a most updated concept. So, you know, they didn't study at all. Maybe a language problem was there, but still, it's not a good excuse. They didn't keep up with the HR, what is happening in the HR academic world or business world. So we need to be careful in order to gain respect from our line people. We need to keep up with what is happening. That is very important. And third one is management change. I believe you are familiar. Time and agility is the most important key factor in this business world. So we need to keep on changing, and we have to be a leader of this change. And when vested interest is there, we have to deal with vested interest. That's a significant hurdle for us, but we are the one who have to solve this issue. And the next one is the management of culture. Maybe you are familiar with this frog in a boiling pot. It's really not scientific, but this is very interesting. What it says is if you in a slowly boiled pot, you get accustomed to the temperature slowly. So to a certain dangerous point. So if outsider come in, and if you take a look at the right side, green frog is jumping out of the pot because he felt it's very hot. But if you keep on boiled gradually, you will not notice until some point in time, and you may die. That's what is proposed by this concept. And the organization culture is sometimes very dangerous because it may gender some mediocrity or complacency. So we have to be careful that we need to be really manage corporate culture. That's what it says. And of course, personal credibility. You have to have a solid opinion and a right attitude, etc. That is what these findings. And what I would like to propose here is when you try to take leadership, and as I said at the beginning, most important, our fundamental job is to put the right person in the right place with right engagement. And we need to select people carefully. And what I am advocating here is we need to emphasize integrity and maturity and chemistry, and then specialty. We, as you know, we are maybe you are involving in selection of people. When you select people, you are involving line people, line managers or line executives, and I think specialty is already covered. And the point is, we need to find a person of integrity and maturity, especially these two categories. Is very important for us. We need to judge. We have to, if you take a look at the next slide, this is what may happen if we take a wrong approach. Organization cannot be stable if we make upside down. If we prioritize specialties at first and then integrity is the last. Something like that happens, organization can easily collapse. So we need to have in order to have a good organization, stable organization, we have to have integrity, people with integrity and maturity. And